Hello, everybody. Welcome to part 2 on our series about automating Google Calendar creation using AppScript and Google Sheets, our Google Calendar event creation and modification using AppScript and Google Sheets. In this episode, we're going to use the ID that we took from part 1, and we're in part 2 now. So we're going to use this ID to get a calendar and automatically create a handful of events based upon this data here: start time, end time, and the title of the event. I'll show you how all that's done. Before we move forward, please hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs as soon as possible. Subscriptions would mean the world to me. I think I have like 100 subs now, so getting to 1,000 is what I need to get this channel monetized. So I ask you, please hit that sub button if you can. And if this is getting annoying, me asking all the time, leave me a comment and tell me, and I'll stop doing so many requests. So anyway, let's get right into it. So we have our ID, our calendar ID, and now we're going to obtain this associated calendar and create the events. So to do that, we create a function, and we're going to call that function create calendar event. That function accepts no inputs. Otherwise, if it did accept inputs, there'd be something there, but there's not. And it creates the variable calendar. We'll call it com calendar, so we don't interfere with any keywords. And that equals calendar app dot get calendar by ID. And then that ID that we pass through is right here. There you go. Insert that there. And now our ID, maybe I can make this a little bigger for you. How about that? Now our ID is passed into the get calendar app, get calendar by ID method. And next we are going to obtain the sheet in question. And var sheet equals spreadsheet app dot get active. What is it? Get active sheet. So now that is should be like an array, and then var schedule equals sheet dot get data range. Dot get dot data range dot get values. And the reason that's not coming up is that I didn't capitalize this R here, so that's super important. Let's go back and just make sure get value. It's got to be get values. I used value the first time and it didn't return an array. And if you don't have an array, it's going to create issues in the next step. So schedule dot splice, and what this is going to do is just going to chunk out some of the irrelevant data from our sheet. So right now it's 0 and 3. If I did this, then it's gonna get rid of these 3. Now if I did this, whoops, why didn't that work? Insert one above, yeah. Or did it? Yeah, it did. If I did that, which puts one more row in there, we'd have to go 4. See how that works. Or if we got rid of 2, we'd have to do 2. Okay. And now we're going to create a for each loop. And this for each loop is going to iterate through the cells in this array. And as it iterates through those cells, it's going to create it's going to log the console output. It's going to create the events as well. Okay. So schedule dot for each function, and then we're going to call it event. Okay. Okay, and then for each event. If you're not familiar with for each or for loops, basically what a for loop is just going to do is it's going to take an array, and it's kind of using this alias here that I've created, this arbitrary alias, and it's going to allow us to call members of the of this array, but it kind of just it lets us just loop through it very easily. So I won't get too much in depth in it, but once you know how it works, it's really simple. Console.log. This isn't super necessary, but it's good for diagnostics. And then the console.log is going to be event 2, event 0, and event 1. Okay. Close that out, semicolon. Periodically hitting the Apple key and save, or Windows key and S, Apple key and S. And let's just run it, and we'll see the console output, see if there's any errors. Running, looking at the execution log. Error, an unknown error. I think my internet might not be connected, possibly. That's my guess. Okay, there you go. Now, look. Here's the event name. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Here's the date. Monday, October 17th at 7 a.m. Monday, start time. Yeah, there you go. So now we know that we have successfully obtained the event information. If you look here, this is the reference from Google's developers, and what it requires is 3 parts: the name of the event, which in our case, so we printed out event of 2 first, right? So we know that event of 2 is the name. So what we're going to do is do calendar.create event, see that there, and that accepts, look here, it accepts 3 inputs, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so those 3 inputs have to match these formats and be in this order of name, start date, end date. So we've already got this here. Name is event 2, start date is 0, end date is 1. So we're just going to copy and paste that in there and draw with a semicolon. We're going to take a look over at our map and look at those dates, or not our map, our calendar. Look at those dates, there's nothing there. Now, let's execute this method. Hope that nothing errors. Yep, we got an error. Why? Because I didn't name this properly. All right, try it again. Okay. Oh, and look, there it is in real time. Please sub, e-commerce course, wine testing, please like. Isn't that great? So please like was October 19th, 8 to 10 p.m. Please like. Oh, no, that's not right. These are all 8 p.m.s. So e-commerce course, October 17th. Something's off there. Let me see what is off. Let's go back, do a little troubleshooting in real time. Please subscribe. It is Monday, October 17th at 7. Ending. Oh, you know what? It's because of the time zone. No, this is correct. It's just I'm on a different time zone. Because this time zone is... How do I edit time zone? I think we go into settings. And yep, see New York time zone, that's why. So let's go back here. And I am on Indochina time. If you can see Thailand time, you let me know. We'll just do Indochina time. Yep, section set. Okay. Now we can go back. Please subscribe, being 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Let's see, what happens if we rerun this one more time? Yeah, that doesn't change. So let's look. Please comment. It's going to be October 21st, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Yep, I think it's just the time zone that's slightly off. What time zone are we really in? Indochina time, Bangkok. There you go. That's the Thai time I was looking for. All right, now we rerun you. We're gonna go looking for please subscribe, 7 a.m. on October 17th. 7 a.m. October 17th. There you go. Sorry about that little mistake there, but I think it was just a time zone issue. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you get anything out of this video, please subscribe. And we are going to move on to part 3 next. Thank you. Bye-bye.